no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me.
Yep, it's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, coming again to drop you another edition of these hits, high intensity trainings. And for these last few trainings, I've been doing this series that I like to call Turn Me Up. Yep, Turn Me Up. I do believe that it's too many of us living beneath our means. I believe that God has called us to do something great, that he's called us to be more than conquerors. He's called through our awakened I am. He's called us to be the head and not the tail. I believe that God has given us land that we don't even know about. I believe that there are gifts and talents that are lying dormant in each and every one of us. It's time to turn ourselves up in here. I'm starting to see some eyes on here, man. Y'all holler at your boy. If you pop in the room, shout me out. Let me know you're out there. But for y'all know how your boy rolling these days, for a brief moment, I want to talk to you about one word: resilient. Our definition of resilient is a person able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Let me say that again. A person able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. I remember one of my mentors saying, we're either going in a storm, we're in a storm, or we're coming out of a storm. Life is full of twists and turns. Life is full of ups and downs, but the true measure of a man, or a true measure of a Homo sapien, male, female alike, a true measure of a person's success is, how do I manage the valleys? How do I take the valley and I learn in the midst of the storm, the whole storm is going on around me. How do I learn in the midst of the valley? I must be honest. I've had moments in my life that sometimes I didn't know how I was going to exit that situation. I had moments in my life. I remember when I said, Anthony, I want to do something more than what's been done before. So I walked out of education with my teaching degree. I started selling mutual funds and I sold insurance, and I had the great idea. One day, man, you know what? This is starting to become old. I get tired of starting every day at $0. Everything I was doing was on commission. I had the grandiose plan. I think the great I am awakened my I am to the thought of, I want to be a stockbroker. And so I decided to go to Morgan Stanley, which I did a great interview. I did all those things. And they said, and he said this, the manager of the branch said, you know what? We're looking for young talent. We're going to take a chance on you. They gave me 2 books totaling close to 1,000 pages. And they said, if you could take this Series 7 test in 30 days, don't bring anything in the office, study away from the office. If you could pass this test in 30 days, I'll give you an opportunity. And so now here I am, trembling, but trusting, believing that there had to be something greater on the inside of me. I didn't have $1,000 to my name, less than to become a stockbroker. I didn't own a mutual fund. I didn't own a stock. I didn't own a savings account at the time, but there was something on the inside of me that said, Anthony, you have been given more. Your boy breaking bread right now. And I had to go and I had to turn myself up. I first had to create the level of belief to say, Ant, you can pass this test. And then I had to be able to do the work to pass that test. I had to turn myself up. I had to turn myself up. And I'm challenging you to go ahead, turn yourself up. Stop running from the hard. Stop running from the situations that seem sometimes that life sucks and it's not working for me. Most often, those are the times that we grow the most. You better turn yourself up. It's too hard. I can't do it. And we run from the exact thing that was meant to develop us and put us in the presence of great people. Turn yourself up. Embrace the suck. Embrace that in life, everything is not going to go my way. You got to be resilient. Be able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Oh, it must not be meant for me. No, it means you have to be resilient. It means that you have to be resilient. You can't always be scared. You can't always be fearful. You can't always be afraid of what's on the inside of you. Sometimes you got to embrace the suck. Oh, you're a motivational teacher. You telling me sometimes I need to live in the debt. I want you to feel the pain of all the debt that you caused yourself. Because if you understand the process of getting into that, you can understand the process of getting into prosperity. Do the opposite of what you did. But if we never embrace the suck, I'm gonna go take out another loan. No, don't go take out another loan. Learn how to budget. My wife and I, we were in tremendous debt. We didn't have nickels to rub together until we started the Dave Ramsey money management system. And we learned how to live off rice and beans and rice for a period of time, put Chick-fil-A down, and now we're in a place that we didn't know we could be in. Why? Because we embraced the suck. Eating Vienna sausages at the end of the week or at the end of the month when we didn't have any more money to be food money, we had to eat whatever was in the house. Embrace the suck. See, too many of us don't want to go through anything. We want it to be all roses. We want it to be all roses and hills. And the moment it gets tough, oh, God must not meant for this to happen to me. No, baby. You got to go through something. Hey, heavy is the head of the one that wears the crown. If you want to wear this crown, you got to go through some things. You got to understand that everything not going to work correctly, going to work exactly how you plan for it to work. Right now I was looking earlier that the divorce rates are the highest they ever been. Why? Because nobody wants to embrace the suck. They have the idea that, when I get married, my wife is going to have this beautiful meal for me every night when I get home. We're going to go in the bedroom, play all night. And the female has the idea that I found my Boaz and he's going to meet my every need. And we're going to have so much security together. And he's going to always do exactly what I want. Every time we get ready to go out, he's going to open all the doors. He's going to open my Coke cans for me. We got this grandiose idea of what it is. And when we get in it, we don't want to embrace the suck. Marriage is hard. It's a commitment. You got to be resilient. Because there's always going to be a reason that it just ain't working for me. Embrace the suck. Embrace the suck. You got to be resilient. You got to go through something to get to the other side to where you appreciate it. Trust me on this, God ain't just handing out destiny. Oh my God, I just broke bread. God is not handing out destiny. I got this business on the inside of me. I prayed to the Father, blah, blah. God is not handing out destiny. Do you not realize that all the heroes of faith in the Bible had to go through some things to get where they are? Do you realize that the motivational teacher had to go through some things to get to where you are? I'm telling you, but people look at the problem and the situation and they say it's so hard. Let me tell you what's hard. Hard is not knowing where your next meal is coming from. Yeah, that's hard. Hard is not knowing if you're going to be alive tomorrow. That's hard. Hard is when you've been just diagnosed with cancer. That's tough. That's tough. Hard is when you just lost a loved one. That's tough. That's hard. That's hard. I get it. Though that's hard. But what's not hard is me digging myself out a hole that I put myself in. Oh, I just broke bread. Me climbing out of a hole that I dug and jumped in myself. You got to embrace that process. You got to get over your emotions, get over your feelings, get over the world is not just all sunshine and rays. It ain't gonna always be springtime. Even Earth has different seasons because in different seasons, the world needs different seasons to keep everything at the right equilibrium. Like your life needs twists and turns because it's all for your development and growth. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. And I was just saying, man, like I'm starting to see life through a clearer lens, not because of my reading, not because of my own personal self-development, but I'm watching my kids grow up. I got 2 sons. I'm watching my 2 sons growing up, and I'm starting to understand my relationship with the great I am. I see them go through difficult situations at school. I see them go through difficult situations on the court. I see them go through difficult situations with their peers. And I sit back and I allow them to learn the process of growing. And I think about how when I'm having valley moments and I'm praying, God, will you please just rescue me? I understand why he's sitting down and says, son, this is for your growth and your development. It's time for us to practice resiliency. You are more resilient than you know. The reason why you don't know is because when things get hard, you start looking for an scapegoat and not a way to learn and grow from what you're going through. You can quickly make pivots. Just because you're in a tough situation today doesn't mean that it was meant for you to live in that situation for the rest of your life. I say never make a permanent decision based on a temporary problem. Where you are today was never meant for you to be there always. Take that from your boy. Turn yourself completely up. Turn me up. You know, as I get older, I'm starting to be more reflective of what's and be more engaged in the moment that I'm in. I realize that I've been coming on this motivational Monday. I've been doing motivational Mondays. I've been coming on this internet since 2016. Spin nothing but fire, giving nothing but life. I thought by this time I would be an international known person, being flying all around the world, people inviting me to speak. That's what I thought. I thought by now that I'll be doing conferences for Fortune 500 companies on a weekly basis. When I started in 2016, that was my goal. And now as I sit here, 2023, the second month of the year, I'm looking at 9 eyes looking at me. And I said, man, I'm not where I thought I should, but I'm more grateful about what I've become in the process. See, I think some of us are so outcome focused that we forget what we become in the process. Yeah, I know you might not have the manifestation and you might not have the results that you thought you desired in your life at this particular point in time, but what have you become in the process? Man, that's what I love about the great I am. He's never concerned with outcomes. He's more concerned about what you become. Oh my God, that's a bread breaking moment. I would love to be impacting right now in this conversation right here. I would love to have 5,000, 6,000 eyes on me. Would love to have it. But 6,000 eyes versus the 15 that I'm looking at does not affect my outcome as I sit here in front of this camera. That's a bread breaking moment. What are you becoming in the process? You got to get to the place where I'm not moved by what I see. I'm moved by what I know. I'll tell you what would be even worse than not having the outcomes that I thought I should is not putting in the work that it takes to drive the outcome. I'm okay with the eyes I have on me because I do realize that it's really not about the eyes. It's really about what I'm becoming. Oh my God, that's a bread breaking moment. Oh, you thought you went through that situation and God forgot about you. You thought you went through that divorce and God forgot about you. You thought you had that foreclosure and God forgot about you. You thought you had that sickness and God forgot about you. No, baby. That infirmity is working a greater purpose within you right now. Embrace the process. Practice resiliency. That's why without faith is it impossible to please God, because there are situations where you don't have the complete outcome. And he's saying, keep going. Keep going. I know you don't see the finish line, but keep going. It's a bread breaking moment, man. Man, I feel this with every fiber in my being. I feel like somebody just touched the hem of my garment and virtue just went out. I feel like somebody's life is about to be changed because you thought you should have been here and you're here. And I'm saying embrace being here. That will come if I'm alert and engaged and in the moment right now. I wasn't born to be here. I was meant to be here. But if I'm here, I'm going to maximize this moment. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. Cheer up. Trouble don't last always. It's what you become in the process that strengthens who you are. Resiliency is a mark of success. Nobody who's had massive success or any level of success never faced setbacks. I just broke bread. The question is, the people that rise to the highest is how many days, oh my God, I feel this. How many days can you show up, motivational teacher, when you got 9 eyes on you? How many days can you show up when you don't see what you think you should see? Can you still show up and give the same effort? Oh my God, work when the lights are off. I gotta have all these eyes for me to give my best work. No, baby, I give my best work every morning from the hours of 7:10 to 7:35 when I'm driving my 2 kids to work. I do my best motivational work every day with 2 people in the car with me. Me having this camera and how many people looking back at me has nothing to do with the content that I spit. I just broke bread. I'm challenging you, man. Yeah, I am. To see yourself in a different light, to believe and know that this present moment is even working for your good. You better turn yourself up. You better turn yourself up. I'm telling you, nobody around you is going to increase your value. That's all on you. That's all on you. Yo, I felt this one with everything in me, man. I meant to pop on here for 10 minutes, but this one got good. Hey, it was like fire shut up in my bone. It was. I felt that one all deep down in my Noah. Turn yourself up. Hey, thank y'all for chiming into this conversation. It's your boy. And until next time, I am challenging you to wage war on mediocrity. Your boy is out.
It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war.